Hello everyone and welcome back to the Wiz101 Crafted Guide series. Last episode, we did Goat Monk, and today, as you can see by the bottom right of the screen, we are doing Luminous Weaver. Now, Luminous Weaver is actually a pretty good spell, not gonna lie. 4 pip damage spell, 4 life, obviously not as good as Rat Spin, but it exists. It's actually not that bad. Decent for PvP, and it does decent damage. So, we're gonna get right into it. This one honestly isn't as hard as most of the others, so it should be perfect. So, first off, I'm gonna start with the Luminous Weaver treasure cards. Luminous Weaver is incredibly easy to get in the bazaar because it is a very old spell, so the people that want to craft it, basically there's an abundance of treasure cards for it. So, I would recommend just searching in the bazaar. You'll get some. If not, Lore Master does drop Luminous Weaver treasure cards semi-frequently compared to most other cards, so you should be able to get it there. In regards to the Perfect Jade and Ghost Fire, as you can see, they're both right here. Perfect Jade. There's like a weird thing down here when I click that. That's weird. And then Ghost Fire right there. To the reagents, out of the way. They're very, very easy to get. And the next reagent is Water Lily. Now, Water Lilies, are actually not that hard to get. The easiest way to get them is through cattails. It's, I believe, 15 cattails per water lily, which and they're also a rare drop from harvesting cattails. So I would recommend looking at the bazaar. The bazaar is probably going to have some. If it doesn't have water lilies, it's definitely going to have cattails probably. If not, come right here to the Radiant Square, and you can see in this fountain there 3 or 4 cattails spawn here. You can just harvest them, go into here, change realms, and then there's more, as you can see. So that's the easiest way, probably by far, to get water lilies. As you can see, I've already gotten 3 I've already gotten probably 15 cattail maybe. I'm not sure how I didn't really count my time, but you can see it's decently easy. It will be a long process farming it, but in the end it's probably worth it since it ended up, it ends up mixed with the bazaar, you'll definitely get it in no time at all. The next thing on the list is Fish Fin. Now, Fish Fin, the easiest way to get is either by buying it in the bazaar. Realistically, the bazaar should have it more than average since it's not commonly used in a lot of things. But if it doesn't, you can also use scales, because scales will you'll be able to transmute 5 scales for 1 fish fin. Obviously, it's not the easiest thing. It will be rather difficult, but overall, over time, you will be able to get 100 fish fin. Not the most difficult thing. The transmuting is not here. I actually don't know where the transmute vendor is. Maybe it's this guy? Yeah, I think it's this guy. Let's see. Transmute fin. Here, actually, I already have... oh, no, never mind. I just don't have high enough crafting. You can see 5 scales per 1. It is a difficult recipe, but you should be able to get 100 fish fin. It's also a drop from probably a lot of enemies in Celestia. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, it's definitely... Okay, yeah, so you can get it from, like, a lot of Celestia bosses, like Big Salgio in the Lunarium. So, that shouldn't be too hard to get. Scrap Iron, I should have done that while I was in Marleybone. I'm kind of dumb. I've gone over it before, but if you haven't seen it, Marleybone, you come right here to Regent Square, and you basically just want to come to a not-so-full realm, and you just loop around the outskirts of Regent Square. So, I take a right here, and then, you just loop around, and on this inside walkway that I'm currently on, usually, some scrap iron will spawn. And, since it's scrap iron and not springs, you should be able to get it decently easily. 50 scrap iron. Yeah, you can see right here. I got 1 there. That's not the best, but with double reagents, this would be super fast. So, next time it's double reagents, don't miss out on it. Double reagents did just end, so that isn't really helpful. But I was pretty productive with this double reagents, so hopefully you were too. And if you were not, there is going to be double reagents again in the future. You can see there isn't a lot of scrap iron here, and there's actually probably better spots to farm it, such as Chelsea Court, Chelsea Tower. There's scrap iron surrounding it. You can also go up Big Ben, Counterweight East, Counterweight West. All of those have scrap iron laying around, and you'll definitely find some at a relative fast pace. If not, you can also buy it for crowns in reagent bundles. I wouldn't probably recommend that, but realistically, it's $1 for 100 if you think about it, since $5 is 2,500 crowns. So if you add it up, it's about $1 per 100 scrap iron. Sunstone. Now, Sunstone, I've gone over before, but the main ways to get it, I would say, is through harvesting sandstone. You can see here as I scroll through, there's a lot of areas: Floating Mountain, Science Center, some Chrysalis in Krokotopia, in the House of Scales area. Mirage is probably the best place to get it, definitely. But it's also dropped in Savannah and Stonetown, so if you walk around, you can do that. Sandstone you can get from, you can also get as a rare harvest from Stone Block. There's a transmute sandstone. Let me see what that is. Yeah, okay, so another way you could do it is getting a lot of Stone Block, transmuting Stone Block to Sandstone, and then Sandstone to Sunstone. That's going to take a while. I would recommend just farming the Bazaar. The Bazaar will definitely have Sunstone in it over time, and the reason for that is that Sunstone is decently valuable of a reagent, so you can sell it for like a solid, I think it's between 600 and 2,000 gold. It's somewhere in there. But basically the reason why that's important is that it means either a lot of new players who don't know what the reagent's used for, or a lot of people who just really need the money or don't even want the Sunstone will sell it in the Bazaar decently frequently. And be wary, it is expensive. It's probably going to cost about 4,000 per Sunstone from the Bazaar, or maybe it's 2,000 per. I get it mixed up, but it's going to be decently expensive, and it might take you a little bit. But otherwise, that is definitely the best place to get it, in my opinion, is the Bazaar. Now, the last thing on our list is amber. You need amber for every single crafted recipe. I should probably just make a video on how to get amber, because honestly, it would probably help people a lot, so they don't have to listen to it every single time they watch one of these. But the best way, without a doubt, is from these bosses right here in Aquila. You can't, I haven't beaten Gladiator or Sand Squid, so you can't see it, but Cronus, the Sand Squid in Atlantia, and Gladiator Demacharis. Now, I have done all of these bosses multiple times, and I can tell you without a doubt, Cronus is the easiest boss. It will be the easiest boss to defeat by far, so I would go for that over the other two, but the Sand Squid does reportedly drop amber semi-frequently. The Sand Squid also drops spellments. The problem with the Sand Squid is, though, obviously there's two bosses rather than one, and that one boss is really annoying. It will have myth minions. The myths will use Earthquake. Your blades will be gone. That's tragic. The reason why I don't like Gladiator Demacharis is because he has 3 ice minions, which spam shields all the time, and Frost Giant, which is just really plain annoying, pisses you off. And he himself has a natural attack where after he hits you with his natural attack, it puts a minus 75 on you weakness, which is just not fun, which is why I would recommend, without a doubt, doing Cronus. It's just by far the better of the, the better of the bosses to farm. So, hopefully you heed my advice and kind of learn from it. But yeah, that's basically Luminous Weaver. You should, if you followed my steps, learned how to craft it. It's not that the hardest of the spells. I would say it's actually one of the easier ones. Definitely isn't a bad spell for life to have. Not the best though. It's a decent 4-pip spell. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, hit the sub button, And that's it for, yeah, wait, sorry. Yeah, have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching.